Hello, welcome back to the Villa View. It's transfer time and Aston Villa have completed a deal. They've signed Axel Tuanzebe from Manchester United on loan for the rest of the season. And there's no way I've said that name right.
Axel
Tuanzebe. That's how it's spelt.
Tuanzebe?
Tuanzebe. I'm going to go with Tuanzebe. I did try and look it up, but I couldn't find anything.
Shall we see what Google Speech says?
No.
I'll tell you what, I'll include it in the video now, what Google thinks it's supposed to be.
Axel Tuanzebe.
Dan, talk to me about Tuanzebe then, what do you know?
The good thing is I have actually seen him play.
Okay.
I remember watching a game at White Hart Lane last season, Tottenham v Man U, and he acquitted himself very well. He's a big physical player who's apparently got quite good on the ball as well. So he did well in that game. I remember Mourinho singled him out for particular praise. He obviously hasn't played for Man U really this season, so he's been allowed to come on loan. I mean, I'd imagine he's going to play midfield because he can play there, and there's no way he's going to get in ahead of Chester or Terry. So you'd imagine he's been brought in to play in midfield and maybe make us a bit more robust. At times he'd be athletic as well. I mean, we've read something before we've come on and done this, because obviously our knowledge is pretty limited on him, that compares him to Eric Bailly and Javi Martinez. So the fact he's been compared to Javi Martinez tells me that he's adequate in midfield, and obviously Bailly's probably a good role model for him at Man U. So obviously it was a surprise at first, but over the last few days it's become more public knowledge that we were in for him. But yeah, when you think we were in for Daniel Armati, I think I watched him have an absolute disastrous game the other week and I didn't really fancy him at all. So if this is the signing instead, then I'm happy. Well,
like you say, we're doing a bit of reading before. I've got my trusty Wikipedia notes in front of me, so take this with a pinch of salt if you want. Tuanzebe's preferred position is at centre-back, but he can also play as a right-back and has features as a holding midfielder. Tuanzebe's performance on his first-team debut in a friendly against Wigan Athletic in 2016 led manager Jose Mourinho to remark, 10 minutes is enough. The potential is there, you see it immediately. So that was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's progressed from then now to be a capable enough player to play in the Championship, you'd have thought.
Well, first of all, the fact that he can cover right backs, excellent news, because we're really short.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Of cover there. I mean, you can never have too many people to play right back at Aston Villa. But the fact that he's even played in the Premier League for Man U at a young age at a place like White Hart Lane tells me he's got something about him and tells me he's a good player. I mean, Mourinho doesn't give too many young kids a chance. That's his reputation anyway. So the fact that he has had some game time there tells me he does have something about him.
Tuanzebe's also been at Man United his whole career so far, including his youth career when he joined. I think he was 8 years old at the time. So you know, he'll have learnt a lot in those years. And also, I imagine he'll know Johnston fairly well, and that link up will hopefully help him settle into Villa. Do you think that's how it'll go?
If he's been at Man U his whole career, I don't know if he's had any loan spells elsewhere, but coming and playing somewhere else can be quite daunting. So he'll know people from England youth setups as well. It shouldn't be too difficult for him, but if he knows Johnson, then that's a good thing, especially if he ever does find himself playing in defence. Does
that affect our dynamic of a squad, bringing a lone player in rather than using one of our own youth players?
Well, Lydon's got quite a big injury, I think, so I don't think we're going to see him. I don't think we're going to see him for this season. I wouldn't have thought. Jack Doyle-Hayes maybe would feel hard done by, but maybe this will enable us to send out someone like Doyle-Hayes to get some football elsewhere now, because I think we're quite reluctant to loan our kids out in case we need them. So it could work well in that sense, but I don't really see where he's going to play. I mean, I'd be a bit worried if I was Glenn Whelan or Henry Lansbury if he is coming in to play midfield. I mean, if he plays with Horahan and Jednak's on the bench or injured, I guess that's a more of a like for like replacement. Perhaps with him being a better passer, that might help us. But I'm unsure, to be honest. But you think if he's coming here, you think he's going to play, because I'd have thought Mourinho would have only agreed to it if he was going to play a certain amount of games. It's weird. It's a weird one with the loans, really. I never really know what to think.
I think there's two worries from this point of view. Obviously, we've yet to see him play.
Yeah.
Is that if he's playing in midfield, like you say, there's a worry for players that we've already got that will be disappointed not to get their own chance. And there's the worry as a fan that if he is coming to play defence, why? Then if he is coming to play midfield, why not use the players we've already got? Is he better than what we've got?
Well, he must be. Otherwise we wouldn't be bringing him in. I wouldn't think. I don't know. It's difficult to say until you see him play.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I'd expect him coming from Man U, he'll have a good a good temperament. He'll be assured. He'll have belief in himself. To be honest, if he can add something going into the second half of this season, then it could be an astute signing. But at the moment, it's difficult to say because we don't know enough about him. It's a tough one, but wish him all the best and hope he can help Villa towards a promotion push.
I guess it's a little bit like the Onoma situation, isn't it? People, when we signed him, might have thought, oh, why not play O'Hare or somebody like that? When somebody from the Premier League as a loan player, you do expect that they are going to be better than what you've got. So if he does come in and makes a difference to us and goes off in 6 months' time and returns to United or gets a move to a team in the Premier League or whatever, if we don't make it, then if he's helped us, he's done his bit, thanks for that, and off you go, sort of thing.
I mean, I think he's got a future at Man U, by the sounds of things. I mean, Johnston coming in on loan, I don't think he has a long-term future at Man U, if I'm being honest, but this is different in that sense. I'd imagine, I'm just going to call him Axel, so I don't have to try and muller his name again. You'd imagine young Axel's got a future at Man U from what Mourinho said. It's obviously really, really tough to break in their side, but if he makes a good fist of being in the Championship with Villa, then you never know, he could have a place in the 18 on occasion at Man U next season, and that'll be what he's striving towards. So that's it. Done deal. Always feels quite satisfying to be able to do these transfer videos, and we've got a signing in. Let us know your thoughts on Axel Tuanzebe coming into the club. Were you surprised? Do you think he'll be a good addition? Do you know more about him than me or Rollo? I'd imagine that's not too difficult. Let us know in the comments. Give the video a like if you have enjoyed this one, and also if you're not subscribed already, make sure you're doing that with your post notifications on. Up the Villa. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. Be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking our logo there on the left. Easy peasy.